Now I'd like to play for you the third object here, or item in the page 13, the technical names of the scale steps. This is super important, okay? Mel Bay has always been teaching us the three primary chords in a key. In the key of C, he taught us C, F, and G. In the key of F, he taught us F, B flat, and C7. Did we have... I don't remember all the keys that we've learned, but we'll do a couple more. In the key of D, we have D, G major, A7. In the key of, yeah, we're going to keep it there for now. Let's just be, how about the key of G, G major, C, D7. I might have said that. So, those are the three most important chords in a key. The most stable chords that tell you what key we're in, the most stable chords would be the 1 chord, for example, C, and the 5 chord, for example, G7. C, D, E, F, G7. How did I know it was a seventh? The word dominant. Dominant. The dominant chord in a key tells everybody what key we're in. So when we hit the dominant chord, we turn around and go back home, usually to our tonic, our 1 chord. Now, the other names here, I don't know. I mean, leading tone, yeah, we use that all the time. I mean, I've learned this as part of classes, of course, but I've never been with other musicians and said, "Oh yeah, it's a super tonic, a dominant, and a tonic." You'd be like, "Are you talking about drinks or music here?" No, you'd say, "Well, it's a key of C, and we're going to play a 2-5-1, 2-5-1." So really, you want to be good with naming the Roman numeral. A 1-4-5 is your typical early rock and roll and your blues, right? Muddy Waters to Elvis and beyond. 2-5-1 is a typical jazz. 6-2-5-1 is a nice jazzy turnaround. 6-2-5-1. Now, what you can do here is write your musical alphabet underneath this. Under the 1 chord, you write C. Under the 2 chord, you write D. Under the 3 chord, let's write E. Under the 4 chord, we'll write F. Under the Roman numeral 5, we'll write G7. Under the Roman numeral 6, we'll write A. And under the Roman numeral 7, we'll write B. So, 2-6-5-1 would be some manner of a D chord, some kind of an A chord, some kind of a G chord, and some kind of a C chord. How do we know if they're major or minor? Here you go. I'd like you to put the little small letter M up and to the right of the D that you drew. Like this. I've had this cold for a week, I'm sorry. D minor. Now, under the Roman numeral 3, let's write a minor, okay? Again, letter M up and to the right of the chord name. The 6th chord, let's write a little letter M. And up and to the right of the B chord, I want you to draw a 0 with a slash diagonally through it. All right. Do you know your chords? So let's forget about that chord 7, the minor. The chord 7, the leading tone, is like the crazy uncle that lives down the street. Not usually included in parties unless you want it to get really wild. So let's play through the progression here, starting on the tonic and ending on the submedian. Or, as more musicianly way to say it, let's play chords 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Understanding chord 2, chord 3, and chord 6 are minors. Here we go. C, D minor, E minor, F, G7, A minor. Now, again, 2, 3, 4, C. We're playing in key now. D minor, E minor, F, G7, A minor. Isn't that pretty? let's do G7. Back to C. Hey, can we do the 6-2-5 one we talked about? Let's try it. Who's number 6, A minor? Who's number 2, D minor? Who's number 5, G? Number 1 is C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chord 6. Chord 2. Chord 5. A minor. D minor. G7. C. Oh, now you're liberated to write your own chord progressions in a key. Go ahead and try it in the key of C. If you want some extra credit, write down the names of the chords, such as this, on a separate piece of paper in the key of F. F, G minor, A minor, B flat, remember, C7, D minor, E half diminished. Oh, I have to show you B half diminished, the crazy uncle. It comes in real nice and jazz, and it's a way to lead us back to our home C. All right, so B minor, 7 flat 5 right down here. It's a square chord. I love it. It's also a funky chord in a different key. So we'll put our first finger on the B note of string 5. We'll put our ring finger on the F note of string 4. We'll put our middle finger on the A note of string 3 and our pinky finger on the D note of string 2. Let's hear the resolution from that chord to C. Oh, see, I just played it from string 5 to 2. B, F, A, D, and roll back in that C chord, C, G, E, C. Pretty, isn't it? Pretty. Next section, we're going to explain the chromatic scale on page 13. If you've made it this far and you've watched the video on the tetrachords, the related keys, and the technical names of the scale steps, you know that Mr. Bay leaves a wealth of information for one page, and as soon as we as guitarists see this gray page, we tend to zone out and just skip it. So don't skip it. Lean into it.